I'm Patrick Towell. I'm co-founder and joint chief executive of a company called Gallant Media Ventures, and we're an innovation agency that work in the creative industries.
I'm Mandy Berry, and I'm the other co-founder and joint chief executive of Gallant Media Ventures. A business model is a lot more than just the financials. It's about who you are, it's about the essence of your company, your product, your service. And it's about the vision, about what you want to do with that and how you're going to communicate that to other people. So the value proposition behind that. It's not just a business plan with some numbers in it. We've been developing something called Synergy, which is a fully digital distribution service for filmed media. And what Synergy will do is deliver content that's filmed over the public internet as digital download with fully secured rights embedded in that and plays out from a desktop app, a bit like the iPlayer. We believe quite passionately that digital is great, and it's fantastic that people can watch content on their laptops at home, in their bedrooms, in their living rooms. People still really want social experiences, and so Synergy is using digital to actually bring shared experiences to individuals and communities. So it's digital bringing the physical experience to people.
I'm Paul Davis, I'm Managing Director and a producer at Vico Limited. We produce television content and digital tools. The nature of digital is it has to be innovative. You have to be trying to do something that nobody has done before. Often what you find is that somebody will come to you with quite a nebulous idea of what an output may be. And you've probably only got a first base idea about how you're going to put a project together. Yes, the big idea is the obvious goal. But within that, are there stopping points where you could create something which is useful, which is commercial, and which the client will be able to use in a temporary sense, so that perhaps then you can pull them on to something which may be bigger, better, more international, whatever it may be.
With Synergy, the research and development phase was incredibly important, and that's where public money was absolutely vital to give us the time, the headspace, and also the partners to develop different parts of the proposition.
What we're doing with Synergy at the moment is that we're involved in a project that's called Live and Digital, and what we're looking at is the different kinds of experiences that audiences have. And not only the audience experience, but how to build a new model for companies like Miracle, small-scale theatre touring companies, using all of those different kinds of digital channels and all of the digital assets to create a model that is not just about taking their content to wider audiences, but how actually the company can grow and expand.
I've looked back at what I've done in this company and previous companies, where largely we've been very, very focused on content, and we've been very focused on one platform, that's been television. We deal with the learning sector, we deal with the cultural heritage sector. And many people who are very interested in those two sectors are moving on to other platforms. So you look at where that market is going, and then you need to evolve what you are doing to address those changing markets. So what we've done is that we've taken the specialism that we have within learning and cultural heritage, and we've introduced them to using digital platforms for the sorts of content that they still need to have.
We've realised that, it's great that we're building a platform and a digital channel, but our own business model for Synergy is further enabled and enhanced if we can help the content owners to develop better business models using those channels. So it's very much something we believe in, but it's also very much in our interest that more theatre companies or more performance companies can actually create content that works over digital channels and that works for them.
It's a common thing in the creative industries generally. Quite often you end up being an intermediary, and so that ability to understand the people either side of you in this chain is absolutely critical.
The one thing that's not going to happen in our sector is that it's never going to stand still. And if we as companies stand still, we're going to be left behind. It's all about adapting to survive. It's all about looking for the next 5 years, the next 10 years as to what is going to become current. So it's thinking about what the audience will want and making sure that you're addressing those within your strategic thinking.
There's no silver bullet business model. They're all hybrid and they all evolve. You can't pull a business model off a shelf. You need to own it yourself. You can use a template, but you need to adapt it. You need to work on it yourself. You can't just get a consultant in to write a business model for you, because if you don't own it, you'll never enact it.